Good morning, all of you. Once again, welcome. So, in our previous lecture, we had started the biphysic liquid dosage form, right? Biphysic liquid dosage form, in which we will discuss the suspension, right? The biphysic liquid dosage form means, as I said, that is liquid are divided into two main classes. That is, one is monophasic and second is biphasic. The monophasic liquid dosage form already we had completed, right? And the biphasic liquid dosage form we will starting, right? Then we just covered from this chapter a little portion, right? So first of all, let's focus on the this picture, right? This is the three test tube containing a different kind of preparation, right? In first test tube there is one solution. In second picture it shows the suspension, and in the third test tube it contain some precipitate, right? Means these are the three are the liquid preparation, right, with different properties, right? In a solution, actually what is solution, right? Solution means the means we will get a solution after when we will dissolve the at particular solute into a liquid, right? Into a liquid means if we dissolve the solid substance into a liquid, and after that we will, if we will get a clear, transparent and homogeneous liquid, that time we called as a, it is a solution, right? It is a solution means in solution dosage form the solid dosage form are totally dissolved, right, and give a homogeneous clear mixture, right? That is the solution. But in case of suspension, as I said, that is suspension made up of two phase, that is dispersed phase means solute phase and continuous phase means solvent phase, liquid phase, right? And the our definition says that the suspension is a biphysical liquid dosage form containing a very fine particles of insoluble solid dosage form, right, and which are dispersed or dispensed or distributed into liquid or semi-solid vehicle, right? Means in which the solids are not dissolved, right? Solids are not dissolved, but it is distributed or suspended or dispersed into a liquid or liquid vehicle, right? And this is the one preparation, means it contain a precipitate, right? It contain a precipitate, and this is the supernatant liquid, right? So these are the three form of liquid. For your understanding, I am showing, I represent this, right? Then in case of suspension, our solid means suspension are made up of the insoluble solid material, right? Insoluble solid material means the solid which are not soluble in water, right? That time we will formulate this kind of insoluble substance into suspension form, right? Then there is one question, that is why we need to formulate a suspension, right? Why we need to formulate a suspension? So our first reason, just we so suspension we can compare with a solid dosage form, right? So first of all, suppose if the solid dosage form are not, if the solid dosage form are not solved, or patient get a difficulty during the solving of solid dosage form, right? means suppose one patient are difficult to take a solid dosage form, that time also we prefer to formulate a suspension dosage form. Also the it has a faster the suspension has a faster rate of dissolution and absorption also, right, oral absorption also, than the over solid dosage form, right. Means this is the reason why we should refer the suspension then solid dosage form. Means solid dosage form, it is if if it is difficult to take a solid dosage form, also the rate of dissolution and oral absorption of suspension is greater than the solid dosage form, right. Then in case of if we compare it with the solution, that time also the drug have a very low solubility, right. If the drug have a very low solubility, right, that time also we prefer the suspension dosage form. That if the drug have a any unpleasant taste in a soluble form, that time also we prefer the suspension form. मतलब यहाँ पे रीज़न है, मीन्स कुछ क्वेश्चन है कि क्यों हमें सस्पेंशन डोजेस फॉर्म में क्यों बनाने हैं, जबकि हम टैबलेट भी बना सकते थे या फिर सोल्यूशन फॉर्म में भी उसे दे सकते थे, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे बेसिक रीज़न है, एक तो जो सस्पेंशन डोजेस फॉर्म है, ये इसका जो रेट ऑफ डिसोल्यूशन या फिर ओरल एब्जॉर्प्शन जो है वो ओरल डोजेस टैबलेट डोजेस फॉर्म से या फिर सॉलिड डोजेस फॉर्म से ज़्यादा है, ठीक है। देन या फिर जो सॉलिड डोजेस फॉर्म होता है वो पेशेंट को दिक्कतें आती है उसे सॉल्व करते वक्त या फिर उसे एडमिनिस्ट्रेट करते वक्त, ठीक है। तो सस्पेंशन जो डोजेस फॉर्म है वो ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्टी नहीं होती है, उसे ईजिली एडमिनिस्ट्रेट किया जा सकता है। तो ये एक दो रीज़न है जो सस्पेंशन फॉर्म का जो बेटर बनाता है टैबलेट डोजेस फॉर्म से भी या फिर सॉलिड डोजेस फॉर्म से भी। देन अगर सॉल्यूशन से भी कंपेयर करते सस्पेंशन को, तब जाके सपोज करो जो ऐसे बहुत ऐसे ड्रग है जो जिसका सोलबिलिटी जो कम है, बहुत कम है, वैसे केसेस में भी हम लोग उस टाइप के लो सोलबिलिटी ड्रग को भी हम सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में डिस्पेंस कर सकते हैं। तो इसे सोल्यूशन लो सोलबिलिटी ड्रग्स को सोल्यूशन फॉर्म में डिस्पेंस करना बहुत क्रिटिकल होता है, तब जाके हम क्या कर सकते हैं, उसे सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में डिस्पेंस कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। या फिर सपोज करो ड्रग का अनप्लीजेंट टेस्ट है या फिर अनप्लीजेंट ऑर्डर है, तब जाकर भी हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में उसे डिस्पेंस कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। अनप्लीजेंट जो टेस्ट है या फिर ऑर्डर है ड्रग का, ठीक है, तो उसे उसी टाइप की मेडिसिन को भी हम सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में डिस्पेंस कर सकते हैं। तो ये बेसिक कुछ रीज़न है बिहाइंड द preparation of or formulation of suspension rather than solution form or solid dosage form like tablet, right, capsule. So this is the basic reason, right. So this was your basic reason behind the formulation of suspension, right. So as we started the definition, so once again I think we should look out it, right. Then definition: the suspension is a biphasic liquid dosage form. As I said, that is, it contains very fine particles of insoluble solid material, that is 0.5 to 5 micron. This is the range of particles, right, which are dispersed or dispensed or distributed in a solid dosage form, right. There is a dispersed means distribution, that is the insoluble solid material. We know that it is not soluble in solvent, that's why it is dispersed or distributed throughout the liquid. And then solid dosage form are made up of the two phases, like as I said, that is dispersed phase or continuous phase. That is dispersed phase means over solid particles of suspension, and continuous phase means liquid vehicle of our suspension. And generally the suspension are taken either orally, parenterally, or instilled into the eyes, right. Means we can take it the suspension in by orally, as well as we will administer it by parenteral route, or we will administer it or instilled into eyes, right? So these are the various way of administration of or route of administration of our suspension dosage form, right? Then also the suspension are applied or used for external application, right? Application for external application, right? Means outside your body, right? Means our topically we can easily applicable applied the suspension dosage form, right? Then externally applied suspension particles should have a small fine particles which help to avoid the gritty feeling to the skin and cover the greater area of application along with its self penetration of solid, right? Means it is just one thing you should remember, that is for the preparation of stable suspension or flocculated suspension we need a small particle size, right? We need a small particle size. Without small particle size we can't prepare the suspension stable dosage suspension dosage form. Hence there is a representing the range of solid particles, size of solid particles, that is the range that range of particle size should be the 0.5 to 5 micron, right? It is a one official range that is we have to follow, right? So means particle size plays a very important role for preparation of stable suspension, right? If we formulate a suspension for external application, that time one thing is to understand that particular particle size should be small and fine. That's why we can avoid the gritty feeling, right? We can avoid the gritty feeling if the particle size are larger. That time during the application of suspension on externally, that time we will get some gritty feeling or some irritation also, right? That's why it is very necessary to focus on the particle size of solid materials, right? Also the fine particle or small particles or fine particles help to cover the greater area of application. That's why that particular solid substance or particles should be penetrate easily, right? For a better penetration, or particle size should be less or fine, right? Then medicament into skin, because its smaller particle size give a faster rate of dissolution, right? Means as I said, that is for the means suspension dosage form give a faster rate of dissolution as well as oral absorption, right? If our particle size is very less or very small, that time there is chances of getting a higher faster rate of dissolution. If dissolution will faster, that time we will get a faster effect, right? Faster effect also. Means I think you study about the pharmacokinetic, right? Pharmacokinetic means ADME. I think you are studying in your ecology, that is pharmacokinetic, right? Pharmacokinetic means ADME, absorption, distribution and metabolism and excretion. This is the way of it. This is the one steps, or this is the one kind of way by which our drug are produce the effect, right? Means first of all the drug are absorbed, that after that it is dissolve, then metabolize, then excretion. By this way our body work with the drug, right? So with a small particle size give a faster rate of dissolution, right? Then suspension for a parenteral administration should have a fine particle in order to easily pass through the needle. Means if we prepare a suspension for a parenteral administration, that time the particle size should be very fine in order to pass out through the needle, right?